I visit college campuses as you guys do, and I get the spicier encounters at times. I'm sure you guys get them as well. But what's so fascinating is that I'll come and talk primarily about politics, but as you well know, I always share the gospel whenever it comes up. But inevitably, almost always, if I go and I have a table and what I want to talk about for the day never remains, and it could be about immigration, it could be about that there are no genders and two sexes and unlimited personalities, whatever it is. Within minutes, they are asking me, well, are you religious? Because they have been so trained and conditioned because they want to get down into, well, where is this coming from? Because if you're saying something that's true and they think about it, they say, well, do you think there's a God that's telling you this? Because they want a moral license to live as they want to live. But what I've found is that almost all of these conversations yield back to some moral standard at some point. And many college students and even college professors will deny the fact that there is a moral standard, but they're living up to some standard at some point. So someone tells them that murder is wrong or murder is evil or theft is wrong. They say, oh, that's just common sense. We just know that. I know that murder is wrong. I understand that. So okay, why do we have so many murderers then if everyone knows that it's wrong? So do you guys encounter that as well, that it gets down to the deeper issues rather quickly?
Yes, it definitely gets down to the deeper issues rather quickly when you have the privilege of talking with thinking people. And people have to think. I mean, I'm very grateful that over 290 times in the Gospels, Jesus asks questions. And this whole idea that faith is anti-intellectual, faith is anti-rational, faith is anti-logical, that's a naive, blind faith. And Christ does not call us to a naive, blind faith. Does he call us to something you can prove? No. To prove means to show it cannot be another way. I can't prove, Charlie, that I'm not just a bad dream you're having right now. Maybe your eyesight is flipping out on you and you're having this weird dream of Cliff. So I can't prove it, but the overwhelming evidence is you and I are having this conversation now. That's why we behave the way we do. So we've got to use our minds and ask ourselves, what does the evidence point to as being true? I do not think the universe is religiously ambiguous. I think God has left more than enough evidence for any thinking person to believe in him. That's why anthropology shows us that around the world, every culture has some type of religion.
Yeah, atheism is the vast minority of a New Age belief.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.